Do you know John Beeline? Do you know who he is?
Not personally.
You're going to know him after this show, because the Rizzo Show starts right now.
MGM Northfield Park presents The Rizzo Show. And now your host, Tony Rizzo, with co-host Mike Polk Jr.
Oh, the MGM studios, Michael.
We were just saying how even the people in the B-roll at the MGM look better than the people at the prior place.
Wow.
I think.
The prior place. Welcome, everybody, to the Rizzo Show. Another week, Michael, another Odell Beckham Jr. sighting, but he was actually on the football field, Bria, only for a day.
Yeah.
What do you make of that? Does it bother you?
No. This is how bored we are, and this is how much time we have before the season. And it's. Wouldn't you rather be talking about this than the way we talk about the Browns?
Actually, we have 100
normally.
Sad that I know this. 113 days till the opener.
Wow.
As of today, Sunday.
Yeah. No, I don't care about that, and I think it's a lot of hype over nothing. I wish he were there, but I don't care that he's not, and he's Odell Beckham. You know, I think he's okay.
Look, I mean, they released. I was worried. I'm going to say this.
Okay, say it.
Because he wasn't there for cameras, I thought maybe he was hurt. But clearly, from that video, it doesn't look like he's injured.
Right.
Don't forget, he finished last season injured.
Right.
So I was a little maybe worried about that. I don't think anybody injured can make that kind of a catch.
No.
Or I couldn't even do, my legs can't even do that, right?
People are not used to having a, superstar in this town. And superstars act like this, and we're just not used to it.
We had LeBron,
right?
But Michael, he was one of us.
And we built him here. You know what I mean? He was a startup.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that people aren't used to having this kind of a spotlight on people, and these kind of sort of diva-ish receivers are going to act like this. They always do. That's the NFL now. That's how they act, and we're just not used to it because we're just like, where's Doug Deacon? He used to walk to work, and then he would go work at a farm right after practice, and it's just not how it is anymore, so you got to deal with it, and believe me, it's going to be worth it once he gets on the field.
I don't think it'll be an issue when you watch him catch passes this fall.
No, you'll be happy.
From Baker Mayfield. Speaking of Baker, he was asked if he tried to convince OBJ to come to OTAs.
You let a guy like that be him. You know, everybody has their routine. You know, stick to what's working. And for him, obviously, it's been working for a while. And so, no, you know what? He's going to do what he's going to do. You got to trust that he's going to be there when it matters. And, you know, we know who he is.
Boy, to your point, it is May. And the question is, you know, are they getting enough reps together? Right. Are they working together enough? Folks, training camp is like 6 weeks long.
Right.
They've got plenty of time. Plus, last time I checked it, I think Baker throwing to Odell is better than Eli throwing to Odell, where he came from in New York.
Right, and they're both, I mean, those guys are going to connect. They have similar personalities. They're going to end up having, you can already see these guys are going to have a relationship. And I'm not too worried about the fact that they're not tossing it around in the wet, cold May weather.
Wet, cold, although it was warm this weekend. On a side note, Baker has a new look, Michael, and I like it. All right, I'm just sorry, that's me.
Sure.
No beard.
Yeah.
Beardless Baker. He's getting married in the next couple of months. Did we get the invite yet?
No, I'm sure it's in the mail. But I like it too. That beard was getting, frankly, a little Al-Qaeda, and I'm glad that it's gone. So I'm glad that that's gone. But this is another testament to how early we are in the season that we are. I saw like 5 different news stories pop up on Twitter about him shaving a beard. That's what we're talking about. It's a good thing that that's the sort of stuff that we're talking about.
You never want to look a little too Al-Qaeda. Oh, okay, back to what's happening on the field. We had a Kareem Hunt signing. Michael, even though he is suspended for 8 games, he can work out with the team. He won't be back probably until November. I was told that he looks like one of the best players on the field.
Yeah.
And I'm also told that he's doing well with his rehab work.
That's what's important to me, honestly. I mean, obviously, you want to see him crush it like he has in the past in the field, but I hope he's taking that seriously, and it's going to make his transition onto this team and his acceptance by this fan base and by the team so much better if he puts in that kind of work. I think that kind of work right now is what he has. We know he can run the ball. He needs to put in his work to show that he's a good person who is going to be a good teammate and a good person for the Cleveland fans to cheer for.
Yeah, he's also really young, Michael, and I remember being that young, and I remember doing very foolish things. I wasn't in the National Football League, not things like he did.
Right.
But you know what? I'm giving him benefit of the doubt. Let's hope he learns.
I hope so,
you know
too.
what? You give him a second chance. You see, like you said, John Dorsey's smart.
Yep.
He knew he'd take a little heat, folks, maybe the first week or two after this signing. But we'll all forget about it when it comes to November, and you want to see the kid running the football.
I remember him just taking it, like when and he's like, "Yep, go on, come on, I'm a jerk, say it." And then for a week we were all like, "You're kind of a jerk." And then now we're all gonna forget about that. I mean, hopefully he does the right move. He moves in the right direction as a person, and hopefully we can all put that behind us, and he can run that ball right up the Steelers' A.
Well, we're rooting for him. Michael, biggest question mark this season will be from the sidelines for the Browns.
Yeah.
I think their players are pretty proven.
Right.
What about head coach Freddie Kitchens?
It was an interesting move when they did this. I was actually kind of surprised, but I'm also, we don't know. That's the thing. It's an unknown commodity. I would prefer a coach with a little more experience at the top. But this is what they do now. They grab an exciting coach who looks like he's going to be the next thing, and that's what happened with Freddie. And I hope he can do it.
He had the backing of the players.
Yes.
I think Dorsey went to the locker room, and they were very comfortable, specifically Baker, with Freddie Kitchens. But folks, let's we don't know what Freddie Kitchens is going to be. Michael, he's been handed the keys pretty much to a Ferrari.
Right.
He's got a lot of talent and a lot of personalities. Baker Mayfield, Odell Beckham Jr., Greedy Williams. So far, so good in handling all that. But as you know, there'll be ups and downs throughout the season. How he deals with that may be even more important than his X's and O's in offense.
I totally agree. And that's one of my concerns is I don't know if he's going to be the diplomat that you need to be in that kind of a situation. You've got to organize a lot of personalities and put up with a lot of that stuff. How's he going to react when the media starts coming at him? He's only been praised by us so far.
Right.
Let's see if we hit a 2-game skid or something like that. Then how is he going to react to that kind of blowback?
Well, if they lose 3 in a row, the love affair is over.
It's over.
Okay,
you're dead to us.
Kitchens was asked what he has learned about his team this time of year.
Let me say this about this time of year. Me personally, this time of year is for knowledge more than anything else. It's for learning how to compete when you get to training camp, because that's when the team's going to be made. And that's the way I've always viewed it. That's the way I was brought up. You're just getting these young guys ready, knowledge-wise, to compete, technique-wise, to compete, so you can see actually what you have in training camp, so they can actually compete with the possibilities of making the team.
Oh, dropped his mic there.
I just love that he's like one of my uncles who made it.
Yeah, a couple of things our viewers might not know, Michael. Number one, Freddie Kitchens comes from a pretty good coaching tree. Ready for this? Bill Parcells, Nick Saban, Bill Belichick comes from the Bill Parcells line. So he's a no-nonsense kind of guy. That's the kind of guy you want as your football coach. I don't know whether the Browns are going to win 10, 11 games like I think they will, but I don't think it'll be because Freddie Kitchens doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah, I'm on board, and I like him, and I like his personality. He obviously fits in well with Cleveland and our mentality.
Yeah. In other football news, Glenville's own and former Buckeye Ted Ginn Jr., Michael, said that he will race anyone in a 40-yard dash for $10,000.
Anyone, huh?
He was on the Bleacher Report's The Lefko Show and says at age 34, he's still in great shape. He is willing to race anyone, challenging anyone, including you, Mike Polk Jr., for 10 grand.
So just to be clear, though, is he keeps that 10 grand, or is it going to a charity?
No, he's going to.
This is his new job. Is trying to race people with egos.
Well, it's a lot more money than you make on Cameo.
Yeah, absolutely. Probably.
Right, but for 10 grand.
What's that? Why is he doing that?
He just wants everyone to know he's still the
real fast.
Fastest dude in the NFL.
Good. Hey, you heard of the challenge. The gauntlet's been thrown down, folks. If you want to race Ted Ginn, I don't know.
All right, guess what? HBO called, and they wanted the Browns to be on Hard Knocks again. Mm-hmm. They can't. You're not allowed to be on 2 years in a row. But now we have the choices that HBO will go through. Let's look through these, all right?
Yep.
All right, let me start on the right side. The New York Football Giants.
Right.
Love Pat Shurmur, but he's kind of boring.
Right.
And Odell's not there anymore.
And they're going to be terrible.
The Redskins. Yeah. Dan Snyder will take over that whole show, and they don't care about owners.
And that's probably one of the most monstrous teams.
The Lions, Matt Patricia, Bill Belichick prodigy. They're like, but Michael, on the left is my prediction, John Crazy Ass Gruden.
Yep.
And there he is. Who do you want to see out of those four? You got to have the Raiders.
Yeah, obviously the Raiders would be the most fun out of that, but I honestly...
They have Antonio Brown. They're going to Vegas.
Yeah. Wouldn't you say this, though? Would you want the Browns to be on it again, or no?
Mike, I was against it until I saw it.
It was fun. We got to know them.
I have to admit.
We got to know them.
You know what? I think that whole thing kind of kicked off the Browns national, the love affair
that's what I'm saying.
with the Browns nationally. I think once people got to look at the Browns, even though Hugh looked kind of like douchey, and Todd Haley looked a little bit, you know what I mean? I'm serious.
No, he's a tool.
I don't mean that, but no, I just think the country was like, oh my God, the Browns, look how cute they are.
Right, and I think it is. That's it. And they were rooting for us. And I think part of it was because Hugh looked so bad that's the drama that we need. But I liked getting to know the players that way, and I thought it was a fun thing. And I wish we were doing it again. But yeah, if it's got to be somebody out of that group, I want it to be the Raiders.
June 4th, kids, that's when mandatory veteran minicamp begins. I think Odell will be here. Coming up, are you buying into the Cavs' new head coach, John Beilein? Or do you think they made a bad call? College coach, stay with us. Hey now, welcome back to the Rizzo Show. Michael, what a week for the wine and gold. First of all, are you bummed we didn't get the #1 pick? Finally a lottery we didn't win.
I didn't want it anyways.
I did.
Of course.
I was bummed.
And then the 5th.
Yeah, the fact that the Lakers are ahead of us is just, okay, anyway. But they did find their coach, okay? So now John Beilein comes from the University of Michigan. Were you surprised they went the college route?
I was actually going to ask you about this, and not because, everything you read about him, he's very successful, obviously. Everything you know about him, people talk about his work ethic, the way he handles players. He's been taking 4 different teams to the NCAA tournament, but why hasn't he been in the NBA yet?
Okay, he was a college coach, a lifer, all right? But he became disenchanted with the college basketball. You know, making billions of dollars for the NCAA and television networks while the kids can't get a free Big Mac. There are other shoe issues going on.
Okay.
Beilein ran the cleanest program ever. He'd had enough. And he got a big fat check offer from Dan and he took it. Number 2, he develops young players. Guess what? Cavs are going to be full of young players for the next 2 or 3 years. Seems like the right man for the job.
Do you worry about, how old is he?
66.
Okay, first time in the NBA, 66, first time head coach. Do you worry about the grind? It's a different kind of grind at the NBA. You're playing twice as many games. You know, it's just a different, and you're under the spotlight. Do you worry about that?
I do. I worry about that for anybody. But I think the Cavaliers' assistant coaches are the group you should be looking at for the future. Because I think that is where your next head coach is going to come from. They actually interviewed a lot of their assistant coaches for their head coaching job. They're just really young. So they'll learn under Beilein for a couple of years, and then we'll have to wait and see and get that young coach.
Well, it sounds like he's the right fit, especially with this young team. They need some discipline.
Cavaliers lottery fate with the 5th pick. All right, let's see. 5th pick. You ready?
Yeah.
It's not so bad, right?
Boy. No.
Let's chat about the high fives are great.
Yeah.
Do you know who Lou Boudreaux was?
Of course.
No, you don't.
No, I do, but and then
he wore number 5.
Did.
Take 5 candy bar.
Those aren't very good.
It's peanut butter pretzels and caramel. You don't like that? And
No.
JR was number 5.
Yeah, I like all those things, and I love that our producer Kate made that graphic to try and make us feel better about getting the worst pick we could possibly get.
I believe Dwayne Wade was the 5th pick in the draft.
That's a nice way to say it.
Okay.
And Tom Brady was drafted 415th in the draft.
From basketball to baseball, Mike, the Indians are in the midst of an 11-game homestand. Have you been to the ballpark? It's heating up.
Yes, I went twice this weekend.
Who is your guy right now?
I'll tell you what, I am on the Jordan Luplow bandwagon. The Ginger Singer. That's what I'm calling him. You can't actually catch that. That won't catch on because it's spelled like singer, and no one will be able to do that. But
Singer?
Singer, like I'm saying, like, you know, fire.
Oh,
like, you know, it's not going to work. But anyways, no.
Singed, like you got singed.
I just, yeah, you guys, God, see, this is my problem with the nickname. I have to explain it to everyone. So here's what I like about this kid. He's had two home run games.
Yeah.
He's hitting it. I'm excited for him, and I think that somebody like this might be the spark that this offense needs. We need somebody to step up because we're not hitting right now. So when I see something like that, of course, Carlos Santana's been a wonderful surprise, but we need somebody to surprise us, and I hope he keeps up that kind of consistency.
He's got power.
Yeah.
We need power.
Yep.
Other good news, the Indians pitching staff. Injured starter Mikey Clevenger is getting healthier through his second bullpen session. Remember, he passed on the surgery.
Yep.
On Friday. There's a chance he could return June 7th.
Right.
Which would be kind of amazing right now.
Sooner than we thought.
And we do need him, even though I know we have pitching depth. The A's come to town tomorrow for a 3-game series. Coming up, Time to satisfy your sweet tooth, Michael. We've got a sweet place.
Let's check it out. I don't know where we're going. Why is that not catching
They're not
on?
Luplo fans here, Michael. What's going on?
I don't know. I can't get the Luplo heat going.
Welcome back to the Rizzo Show. Mike, do you scream for ice cream?
Not normally, no.
Well, I've got a great spot. Check this out. Folks, today Riz on the road, one of the coolest parts of Cleveland. It's the new Uptown neighborhood, Euclid Avenue and about 116th. And we're gonna get some good ice cream. Piccadilly Artesian Creamery. Here we are inside, folks. Actually, this is not the owner, but this is. Cosman, thanks for joining us today on Riz on the road. Tell me about this place and what is the liquid nitrogen ice cream?
Sure, great question. So welcome to Piccadilly Artisan Creamery. This is our third shop, and this one's a little bit different than the other ones. So it's all made to order ice cream and yogurt. So you come in, you tell us what flavor you want, some toppings that you want in it, or some of our favorite combinations that we think will work really well. And we'll put it in a bowl, mix it, and freeze it with liquid nitrogen right in front of you.
All right, and as we can see here, it's all organic, right?
Correct. All locally made. We work with a local dairy farm in Wilmot. It's an Amish farm. And we get all our dairy from with organic ingredients.
Okay, and I love ice cream, but I know the frozen yogurt's even better for you, so let's go make some of that.
Sounds good.
You don't mind real quick, are those brownies?
Correct.
Yeah, I want just quality control here, let me make sure.
Sure, not a problem.
Oh yeah, okay, I'll vouch for that, they're brownies.
All natural brownies.
Really good. Okay, we're gonna make strawberry yogurt. You have two kinds, right?
Correct.
Which is the vegan kind?
You can have vegan with organic coconut milk or organic dairy milk.
With all due respect to the vegans, I love you guys, but I'm a milk guy from way back when, so let's go dairy.
You got it. We have the strawberry yogurt right here. It's never frozen, so it's always fresh. We'll start blending, and all I have to do is add liquid nitrogen.
Now that's liquid nitrogen?
Correct. You can see it coming out right over there. Now
And what is that doing,
So
Cos?
it's freezing the product. It's negative 321 degrees.
Oh, I like that. That looks like something out of the Munsters
Yeah.
right there.
And because it's so cold and it freezes so fast, it doesn't allow for ice crystals to form. So it's gonna make your ice cream and yogurt smoother than anywhere else.
That's cool. It's thickening up, too.
Correct.
Wow, so this is as fresh as it gets.
Yep, and that's it. Here is your ice cream. And I'll give you a spoon,
Okay, let's try it.
and you're good to
Now,
go.
this is as fresh as it gets right here. Folks, by the way, I am an ice cream aficionado. I've been eating it for like 50 years, so. I mean, not that I am that old, you know what I mean? Oh my, that is awesome. Sweet, creamy, and it's so cold. It's like colder than normal ice cream, is it?
It could be. We can customize it for you. We can make it softer or colder because we control the freezing aspect of it.
Cos, thank you very much. This is absolutely delicious. Folks, get here. Yeah, look at that. Piccadilly Artisan Creamery, and we're using liquid nitrogen, and it tastes great. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
So I used to get here at 1:30 in the afternoon and leave at 11:15 at night and watch Wilma.
That was
hey,
fun.
there
Hi,
we
everyone.
go.
Thanks for having us.
Such a fun spot. And did that ice cream look delicious?
I could go for some right now.
You know what? It has a certain like flavor to it.
There's a density.
Oh my God.
There's a density.
It's fantastic. You know another great place we love? MGM.
Can't get enough.
There's a new show in town, Northeast Ohio, and we brought the spirit of Las Vegas with us. Win $1 million every Saturday and Sunday starting May 11th. Earn entries all month long beginning May 5th for your chance to win. 5 winners will be drawn every hour from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. to play the Big Win game to win up to $1 million. Introducing Tap at MGM Northfield Park. Enjoy comfort food and pub classics. Catch your favorite team on one of over 50 high-definition televisions while surrounded with Ohio sports memorabilia. And don't miss all your favorite entertainers at the new center stage. Tickets available at MGM Northfield Park's box office or Ticketmaster.com. Take a Vegas vacation without leaving the state. MGM Northfield Park. Las Vegas is here.
Hey now. don't forget. Stay tuned. Our good friends, Big Chuck and Lil John, are coming up next. All right, I'm very excited. As tomorrow I'll be broadcasting live from the Browns golf outing.
Oh, cool.
They have their charity golf outing every year.
That's fun.
Well, I saw Odell Beckham Jr. on Instagram hitting the heck out of the golf ball. So maybe he'll be there tomorrow.
That'd be a nice surprise.
I think Baker plays a little golf.
Yeah.
But this is really, Michael, the last time we're going to see the Browns until this mini camp. And then, ladies and gentlemen, training camp's going to be off the hook. Get your plugs in,
Soak it in, everyone. Tuesdays, Pickwick and Frolic. Come down and see me, 8 p.m. every Tuesday.
Love it. Love Pickwick and Frolic. Thank you for being with us. Good to be alive. Good night, everybody.
Good night, folks.